Look, I'm not the best at reviewing art. I don't know cinematography, composition, movements, or all of that. I just know what I like and I want to talk about it. So if you're here for an in-depth analysis of how Bocchi the Rock achieves its jaw-droppingly gorgeous animation or its headbanging OST, then I'm sorry to say, this video isn't for you. But if you want to listen to a simple-minded weeb like me talk about Bocchi the Rock for a short while and tell you why I like it, then you're at the right place. Bocchi the Rock was a real surprise this fall season. All everyone was talking about leading up to the season is Chainsaw Man, the return of Mob Psycho, Spy Family, and Bleach, and even how Akiba Maid War was the underdog of the season. So to see so many people suddenly talk about Bocchi the Rock was a real surprise. But why is that? Well, let's dive in to see how Bocchi the Rock became number 1 on the anime charts. First up, let's see what the anime is about. Hitori Goto, also known as Bocchi, is an introvert with extreme social anxiety, and by extreme, I mean really over the top. She can't even say 2 words to another human being. Bocchi, however, tries to break out of her shell when she sees an interview of a musician saying that he was like her and didn't talk to anyone at school. So she thought that was her ticket to getting popular. Hey, we've all been there. So, Bocchi picks up her dad's guitar and starts practicing like crazy to form a band and get popular. 3 years later, and she has mastered the guitar. Okay, mastered might be too much, but she's really strong at it. So strong in fact, that she uploads videos of herself playing the guitar and uploads it online under the pseudonym Guitar Hero. No, not the game. However, there's one thing standing in her way. Her social anxiety. She can't even speak to people, let alone form a band. But that didn't stop her from trying other methods to get people to talk to her, like wearing her guitar to school. Unfortunately, that also doesn't work out, at least not at school. One day when Bocchi was returning home, she gets stopped by Nijika Ijichi, the drummer and leader of a band called Kissoku Band, or to go full weeb, Kissoku Bando. Their guitarist and vocalist ran away, and now they're in a desperate need of a guitarist before their show. And finally, Bocchi joins a band. Bocchi, Nijika, and Ryo Yamada, the bassist of the band and Nijika's best friend, performed that night. But they gave a performance that wasn't exactly up to scratch. However, the band continues together, and even down the line, the guitarist and lead vocalist, Ikuyo Kita, returns to the band. From there on, they pour their heart into becoming musicians and make the most of their high school days. Bocchi the Rock is a slice of life, so its driving force isn't the plot, it's the characters, and it has one of the best ensemble casts this year. We'll start off with Bocchi. As I stated earlier, Bocchi is an introvert with extreme social anxiety who always tries to get away from doing social activities. And yet, she also keeps trying to challenge herself and change by doing things out of her comfort zone. However, when Bocchi is actually outside doing stuff she wouldn't usually do, that's when the comedy kicks in. This anime is hilarious, and it's mostly due to Bocchi. Mostly. Nijika is probably the most normal person in the band. She's energetic, cheerful, and outgoing, yet very accommodating and makes everyone feel welcome. She's the glue that holds the band together and the one that helps Bocchi get out of her shell the most. Ikuyo Kita is the party of the band. She loves interacting with other people and is an active social media user. Basically, the opposite of Bocchi. However, she's determined to show others how cool Bocchi can be and even succeeds at it. Ryo is my favorite member of the band. She has an eccentric personality and usually just has a poker face on. However, she likes to tease people and loves to be called weird, which she actually is. But when she told Bocchi to just write the lyrics she wanted, that's when she became my favorite. Then she made Bocchi pay for her meal and ran away. It's these kinds of interactions that made her my favorite. Fun fact, all members of Kissoku Band are named after the members of Asian Kung Fu Generation, the band that gave us the best Naruto OP. Yes, everyone knows this by now, but I wanted to say it anyway. Bocchi the Rock may not be the most wholesome anime out there, but it provides what other anime usually lack: laughter and some of the most painfully relatable moments you've seen in your life. However, Bocchi the Rock's strong suit is its presentation. Let's start with the animation. You've probably already seen some clips like the Yamcha pose or the scream painting. You know that I said earlier that I don't know anything about cinematography and all that, but I know what I like, and I like this. The changes in art style to hit home the joke, how the animation really improves during the band's performance and gigs, and even just its default art style. All of it was impeccably well executed. Of course, it's not the most beautiful anime out there, but what it sets out to achieve, it succeeds at it with flying colors. Every change in art style mixes perfectly together, and not once wasn't it ineffective. Even though the art was great, what the anime really excels at is music. I mean, it's called Bocchi the Rock. That's to be expected. There aren't a lot of episodes where Kisoko Band actually perform, but when they do, oh boy are we in for a show. Seeing them go through auditions, their first gig together and how nervous they were and how they overcame that, and overcoming hardships and mishaps that came their way, all of it made me feel as if I was actually there live with the audience. It also helps that the OST is a banger. Yes, just like that. I like to put on music while scripting videos, and I put on Kisoko Band while scripting this one, and I'm now a huge fan. I especially like the guitar, Loneliness, and Blue Planet, that band, and Kara Kara. But my favorite was the cover of Asian Kung Fu Generation's Rock and Roll Morning Light Falls on You. I already love Asian Kung Fu Generation, they're one of my favorite bands ever. And hearing a cover for their song as the ED of the last episode, of course I teared up. It put a nice little bow on one of the best anime this year. Bocchi the Rock was the biggest surprise this fall season, and trust me, it had tough competition. When the season started, there were a lot of great S-tier anime airing, and Bocchi the Rock almost fell under my radar. The keyword here is almost. Luckily, I picked it up, and thank God I did. This season really left me spoiled for choice with Chainsaw Man, the beautiful near-perfect ending of Mob Psycho, and the wacky yet serious Akiba Maid War. But Bocchi the Rock showed up out of nowhere and claimed the top spot for anime of the season for me. In fact, not just the season. Bocchi the Rock is my anime of the year. Hey guys, thank you for watching and happy holidays. I would like to just take a minute and thank you guys. I never expected the channel to reach 300 subscribers before the end of the year, but somehow it did. Hopefully, next year I can achieve my goals of getting monetized and becoming a YouTube partner, getting invited to conventions, and achieving my main goal of finally traveling to Japan. Once again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you everyone. I really can't say it enough. And until next time, mata ne.